Hey, hey, it's that time again. Pull up a chair and call a friend. We're talking about our days, the good and the weird, and memes so strange they should be feared. Some jokes pop, some jokes fall, but we keep on laughing through it all. It's blurry, it's cozy, it's a little bit funny. Oh yeah, well I thought it was funny. So tune in, baby, every other day. We got chuckles and cringe coming your way. It's a swinging little show, kinda loopy, kinda sunny. That's right, well I thought it was funny.
Good morning, folks. The time is 11:16 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 26th of January, 2026. Or, if you're on the other side of the planet there, in Australia, down under, it is the 27th. How about a big hello to everybody around the world, but a gigantic hello to that city with the most group members worldwide. That city is known as Naarm, aka Melbourne. Folks, I hope everybody's doing fantastic today. Not just the folks in Australia, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend, and I hope you get your week off to a good start. My name is Lee. I'm the guy who started this group, this community called Well, I Thought It Was Funny. You folks are you, and you folks are amazing. And how do I know that? Well, you know who else you're going to be, right? And how do I know you're amazing? This community wasn't amazing. It is now because you're here. Cheers to you, and cheers to this community of ours. Cheers to the funniest city on the internet. Population us. Funny people in a funny place making people laugh. You know, there is well over 900,000 people there in this group of ours, in this community. So that is pretty amazing. I like to call us the funniest city on the internet. Population us. Funny people in a funny place making people laugh. Let's cheers again. Coffee. I'm sorry I'm starting late. I mean, I'm always starting late, it seems, but yeah, particularly late today. And I don't have a good excuse except for this boat anchor strapped to my butt. Got up this morning a little later than usual, but I didn't get up particularly late. Sat down on the couch. First mistake. Started drinking coffee, and then just coasted for a while. So here we are. I'm late. Sorry. But I'm here, and I hope you are too. I hope you're all doing fantastic. I think I've already said that. Do you have any plans today? Anything going on in your life? Hey, just be a great time to maybe leave a comment on today's video, letting us know how you're doing. You know, or just as simple as that. How are you doing? If you want to say more, I would love to hear that too. If you wanted to share a couple of photos, that would be fantastic. If you want to share some videos with us, hey, awesome. It's got to be sent by email, though, and you can send those to admin@wellitheoughitwasfunny.com. Love to hear from you, folks. I'd love to make the funniest city on the internet the friendliest city on the internet, and maybe we can do that by getting to know a few of us. You know, I'll share what I've been doing, and which is not much. Well, last night I worked the Calgary Flames game. The Anaheim Ducks were in town, and we were hoping for a win, and it looked pretty good, but we did lose in overtime. It was kind of sad. But at the same time, you know, good effort, guys. It was a lot more exciting game, and I had a better time. I mean, I always have a good time at work, but it was even a better night than usual. Just because not because of the. I mean, it would have been better if we won, of course. But you know, I didn't have a problem with any drunks, which I won't call it a problem, but I just, you know, had to deal with some over exuberant guests for the few games behind that. Doesn't wreck it my day or anything, but last night was just a little more smoother sailing. It was nice. That's kind of what I wanted. Got to hang out with a couple buddies of mine while I was doing some crowd management, something I haven't done before the game started, which is I was outside, dressed up warm though, so I was comfortable. And what we're doing is when, you know, sometimes people come in and they all line up at the same lineup, and we have like 3 doors that are open that people can use, but they see people in the line, so they get behind them. So, you know, it's like, come on, folks, we got more doors over here, stuff like that. And but most of the time I was just chatting with my buddies, waiting for people to come up. It was kind of fun. So Yeah, it was a good night yesterday. It would have been better if the Flames won, but that's what I did yesterday. Today, of course, I've started the video now, finally, and I'll be working on that, trying to get it out as fast as possible. But after that, no plans until about 3 o'clock when Wendy and I are going to be going to Costco. I don't really want to go to Costco. I don't really like the crowds, but at the same time, why should Wendy have to go through it without me, right? It's for both of us. And it's not that bad. I mean, it just not my favorite place. At the same time, they're pretty efficient at getting the lines done there. So no blame there. I should be going to a Canadian retailer for reasons. I'm not going to get into them, but we're going to Costco for reasons also financial. So that's what those are my crazy plans. Maybe, perhaps, just perhaps, Winnie and I grab a bite to eat when we're out. Maybe we'll just make something at home, which is what we should do. But other than that, just my plans are very vacuous. For the next couple of days, I don't really have much going on. So, but that's what's happening with me. What's happening or not happening? What's happening with you? You know, we heard from Michelle Finnerty. Well, I heard from Michelle Finnerty in our group chat because she's one of our mods. So we have an admitted mod group chat, and they got a bunch of snow. Like, holy smokes, did they get a lot of snow? She got a picture. A couple of pictures, and she said on that post it was nice and quiet. So let me bring them up. Like, look at that. Look at that drifting. She said the drifts were like a foot and a half. 2 photos there. I mean, they're great pictures, Michelle. Like, always great pictures she takes. But that's put a damper on getting around town, eh? But it looks like they already started tackling the streets, so that's good. Wow. Thanks for sharing that, Michelle. Ooh, back to the first one. Sorry about that, folks. Thanks for sharing that, Michelle. I really appreciate it, of course. Appreciate all the stuff you share, too. Michelle is one of our top posters, and as I said, one of our moderators, and she has been one of our top posters since, like, day one, it seems. So, cool. Cheers to you, Michelle. Thanks for sharing that. And, I was talking about sharing stuff. Let's get to our featured posts. All right, I've got a couple of featured posts. I've got one from Lizzie Grin, and I've got one from Nick Danby. I know for sure we've shared posts from Lizzie Grin here, since she is our top poster on this community of ours, and I've shared many of her posts in these videos. So I've got one from her, and I got one from Nick Danby, and I've shared a few posts from Nick Danby also. So these folks, if you watch these videos, you've probably seen their posts if you're active on the group, or even if you just soak it up in the group. Nothing wrong with that, my friends. You've probably seen their posts. So let's bring them up right now. We're going to start off with Lizzie Grin's post. And this is a Far Side cartoon comic, I guess. One of my favorite comics of all time. Glenn Larson's a comedic genius, comic genius, literary genius. Is that how you put it? I don't know. Thank you very much, Lizzie. Now I'm going to bring up Nick's post, and a little more niche. Yeah, I got to tell you, a little bit of I'm a wannabe audiophile, and I'd love to get me a nice tube amplifier like that. Like I said, it's a little more niche. It may not be funny to a lot of people, but it is to me and a couple other people. Well, I guess I got to say, well, I thought it was funny, and I hope you did too. Folks, I want to say thank you to Nick, thank you to Lizzie, and thank you to all of you for all of your amazing posts. You folks are freaking hilarious. You really are, and you rock. And after that, I think I need a sip of coffee. And after a sip of coffee, I could really go for some bad jokes. When Flipper used to perform at SeaWorld, he would often get the audience completely soaking wet. I'm pretty sure he did it on porpoise. What is a 4-letter word with a little laugh in the middle? It really is. Speeding has gotten out of control. Raise your right foot if you agree with me. I was sitting drinking coffee in my slippers when I thought to myself, I really need to wash some cups. The founder of IKEA was elected president of Sweden. Word is, he's still assembling his cabinet. I hope this made you laugh, my friends. I've got a couple of people to thank for those jokes. I have to thank Rufus T. Firefly 4890. I just got that. Marx Brothers fan / Mr. Callahan for the flipper joke. And I got to thank my beautiful, wonderful wife, Wendy, for the other 4 jokes that I told today. And folks, I want to tell your jokes too. Why not send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com or leave them as a comment on this video. And if I use your jokes, I'm going to give you credit. I promise you. So send your jokes to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, please.
Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com.
Thank you for making this group so successful. And thank you for making so many people laugh every day, friends. It's the whole point of the group. I mean, I just wanted to make people laugh. And you came along and made this group really funny. And we've been very successful. Ridiculously successful and lucky, too. But thank you, because you folks are responsible for all of it. Really, you really are. You know, I hope we're on March to 1 million, but I'm going to cross my fingers. I may not believe in jinx, but other people do. And there's a lot of people that are smarter than me. So why not hedge my bets, right? Thanks a lot, folks. I hope you have a fantastic day. I always hope you have a fantastic day. We're going to be back in a couple of days. And when we're back, I hope you're going to be back. Keep sharing that funny stuff and keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.